I think it is truly the best in the world. So I don't think anybody ever hard they try can quite beat the way Wimbledon's done. And I'm privileged to have seen all that. Everything has to be perfect. The training for every detail, and it shows. It's the service and the service at a meal. Everything is done staggeringly well. The whole atmosphere there is wonderful. And again, it's the way it's run. It's never too crowded. It's just beautifully and cleverly managed. Spotless, the flowers everywhere, lovely. As long as we get the weather. This goes on, we're in for a wonderful Wimbledon. The atmosphere is electric, yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Over the years, anybody who's anybody has been on centre court to see one game or another. Those faces that you looked around and said, oh, I'd like to meet him and him, did you ever
there's a lot of that.
Who in particular did you go, wow?
That's asking terrible questions. Yeah, Bear Grylls was sitting next to me, very close to me last year, and I did actually go up to him. Anyway, you're not allowed to have your mobile, you're not allowed to take photographs in there, so.
Oh, would you be tempted?
Of course.
Jana Novotny in her first Wimbledon final, certainly not disgraced, and overcome with the emotion of it all, which I'm sure is the reason she lost after being 4-1 ahead in the final set.
I just remember from far side of the net, her face crumpled. And it's the natural thing, isn't it? God Almighty, you've built yourself up for this. You've played Wimbledon finals, and you didn't make it. I must be, and in public. And she did what comes naturally, cried. Nothing wrong in that.
You put your arm around her, and
well, that's what you do when people are crying.
A lot of people at the time said, my word, a member of the royal family.
We are quite normal people. We do hug people who cry. We don't say there, don't stop crying, no. It's a natural reaction, completely.
And then she did?
She did, yes.
And that must have been quite a remarkable moment, having been through what you've been through, both of you, actually.
Yeah, particularly her.
Do you remember how that went?
I think we laughed a lot. Done it, been there, done it. But we became quite firm friends.
Did you realise at the time just how part of the championship you were?
No, I was so frightened at the idea of going down on it. Down on the centre.
Frightened?
Terrified, yeah.
You never looked nervous.
I think once you've got your feet on the grass, you're all right. It's sort of the waiting to go down there.
You have been there.
Don't.
I won't. You've been there a while.
Yeah, thank you.
What are the moments that really stand out for you?
Even just walking into that box is absolutely incredible. And seeing, you are so close, you don't realise how close you are until you actually sit there. And they're there. And you can, that's amazing. Moments that really stand out. I mean, of course, that one you mentioned earlier with Jana Novotny. I just think it's just the excellent play, the honour of watching some of our best players play. Pete Sampras, John McEnroe, Beckett, so many of them.
And is there a player for you who sums up what represents Wimbledon?
I suppose Roger Federer, really. He's extraordinary. I think he's a remarkable person, charming person. He plays with such grace. He's such an utterly lovely person.
That's very kind of you to talk about it. Thank you.
My pleasure. I mean that.